Yes, Taha, you are.
All right.
Your time starts now.
It takes great strength and willpower to overcome peer pressure. But it is highly weak as well as illogical of us to persecute someone for lacking that extraordinary, keyword, extraordinary strength. Doomed is the mankind that cruelly punishes an individual for not being strong. I mean, isn't that what the Nazis did? Respected judges, chairperson, and speakers, good morning to you all. The question that has been presented in front of us doesn't have a simple yes or no answer. There are multi-layered aspects to it. The opposition will come up here and mislead all of you. But the proposition knows that the true verdict lies in the details and the psychology of humankind. And that is precisely what will be put forth by me. Let me turn the topic around for a second. Don't we accept or rather encourage peer pressure among students in the name of healthy competition? Do we stop or discourage peer pressure among students to compete for higher ranks? As a natural corollary, misdeeds should be absorbed as well when the same peer pressure leads to delinquency. Let's also accept the fact that adolescents prefer to spend more time with their friends, and it is but natural that they will face their influence as well as pressure. Let me tell you something. We had this old case in my old school in Saudi Arabia. We had the boys and girls section in different buildings because obviously it's Saudi Arabia, right? And you know how disgusting some men can be at times. So what happened was that some of them put on burqas, abayas, and they snuck inside the girls section. And I personally knew some of the boys who did this. And let me tell you something. They were completely humble, normal, and respectful. But you see, when they were brought together by this one peer of theirs, they had this very paradoxical effect on them. And they pulled off stunts like this, probably coerced to do this. This is the kind of effect that peer pressure can have on one. Humans are social animals, and the effect of social influence on humans is not only daunting, but also, in all likelihood, inevitable. Without sounding theoretical, let me dwell very shortly in referring the works of social psychologists Stanley Milgram as well as Solomon Asch, who after carefully studying and conducting experiments on peer psychology, deduced that 2 out of every 3 people will fall prey to peer pressure and do something unethical or even illogical just to follow an apparent herd or superior. Peer pressure allows us to experience social conformity as well as the belief that we are not alone. Most often than not, the habit of smoking or drinking starts as a direct result of peer pressure. The proposition is in no way defending this peer pressure. We are just doing what we're doing right now, is presenting it as an excuse for culpability for these delinquencies. This is the basis of chain of command. Why inferiors follow orders from superiors even when they perceive them as unethical or immoral. This is true in the context of most humans. From a simple office clerk to Adolf Eichmann, who was psychologically diagnosed to have committed war crimes solely due to the fear of peer persecution. Humans, being the social animals that they are, often have no choice but to fit in with the crowd, even if it's the wrong one. All this happens at an unwanted, subconscious level, and one should be more than a damning reason to absolve delinquents from the crimes they were unknowingly, but psychologically, very aptly and accurately coerced. The keyword here is coerced. This is going to be put forth by the proposition. Coerced to perform. That will be all, folks. Checkmate.